I would say do something that you love, right? So you don't feel like you're overwhelmed.
I want to show you a college research website.
And that's, what happened is that balance is best. To be a school counselor, it means that you are in a position where you have an opportunity to make a difference in a child's life every day. And I know you're very creative, so I can see your juices are already going. And to do that, you are looking at the whole child. And so even on your worst day, you just know that you are still some child's best hope in helping them overcome barriers.
As a school counselor, I feel like my number one responsibility is to advocate for students and to help them learn how to advocate for themselves.
It means a lot to me to be a school counselor. The ability to impact students, especially those who have barriers to learning, is one of the most rewarding experiences for me, along with watching students set goals for themselves, be it personal, social, or academic career. So this finding colleges, not every college is for every student. So you want to find what works best for you.
The thing that I really enjoy the most about counseling is the one-on-one interaction with our students. As a middle school counselor, you're really trying to prime those students to really start thinking about, what are they going to do as a high school student? What do you want to do as a graduate after high school? We really want to help them try to find themselves and understand where they are, what their place is in the world.
School counselors are often the heart of the school. We work with everyone, students, teachers, parents, administrators, community members, and we often have our finger on the pulse of what is going on within the school building and can help bridge gaps and make connections that overall are there to ensure the success of our students.
Every day you got to be ready and prepared for a new challenge. It's going to be different every day, and I think that's awesome. I think coming in and doing the same thing every day is probably kind of mundane, but having that ability to change up and just talk to everybody individually and meet them where they are is a great experience on a daily basis.
We wear so many hats. You're a mediator, you're an advocate, you're an academic advisor, you're a student champion, and you're all of those things.
There is no typical day for a school counselor. It may begin with a schedule in place, but many times that schedule is going to be interrupted because I'm always going to put the needs of our students first. And if I have a student show up in my office in tears, I'm going to drop whatever I'm doing and help that child.
I think the person who is a good school counselor is compassionate. We don't know what everyone's going through when we see them, and that includes children. They may not be willing to share some of the challenges they face outside of school, so maintaining that compassion even when someone's doing something they shouldn't be doing, I think is key. Patience, a willingness to collaborate and work with all kinds of people, stakeholders, community members, parents, to try to make sure the student is getting what they need.
There are going to be some days where you might not be able to fix everything. There's always a new day to try to address that situation. It may not be that you fix it that day, but having that student come back, that's probably the most challenging, that you can't fix it right then. Sometimes you just can't fix it right then.
One of the hard things right now about being a school counselor is just having enough time to help all of the students that sincerely need help. COVID has presented challenges to even our students that tend to be well adjusted. So there is a need for school counselors every day to help the students work through anxiety, work through any challenges that are coming their way right now.
Kids are very honest, and they ask honest questions, and they look to you for guidance, and they pretty much hang on to your every word. So it's just a beautiful thing being able to make a difference.
There are always students that need your help and need your assistance and your guidance, but not only students, there are teachers, parents, administrators that need your support and help and guidance.
I do think part of the job of a counselor is helped by the staff that we work with. If any one part of the chain is not working correctly, it makes it harder for us to do our job. So when we celebrate National School Counseling Week, I think it's really a celebration of the whole school team, because without them, we aren't able to do what we need to do for students.
I think that, just as a school counselor, we come in every day with our heads up, trying to do the best for our students and for our school and for the community. And I think that parents really care about what we do, and they're looking out for their kids, and so are counselors. That's just what we're here for.
Every day it allows you an opportunity to make a difference in the life of a child, and that in itself is just a beautiful thing. That's good. And I told you it will work itself out.
8 is a much more manageable list. And you can see how you can take some time to play with this.